Hello everyone, and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Pisces for the week of October 31st through November 6th, 2022. And I hope everyone's doing all right. And I would also like to thank everyone who has given my channel a thumbs up, as well as a very special thank you to those of you who have subscribed, as well as left comments. Thank you very much for doing that. It is greatly appreciated. All right, Pisces, your first card out. Oh, the Nine of Swords. So feeling stressed, a little overpressured, up in your head about some decisions you've made or something that you've said to somebody, wishing perhaps you didn't, and trying to figure out how you can, remedy this go around. You're trying to, you're up at night, you're tossing and turning, the words that were said to you or you said to somebody are just going over and over and over in your head. But you need to have a clear conversation with whomever this is so that you can set yourself free and have more rest, because you need to take care of your health. And the Eight of Pentacles. So very nice. Hard at work, going away at it. Some of you are maybe thinking of taking a course of interest. Maybe you're reading some books on something that you have, a hobby that you like to do, that sort of thing. And you're willing to do what it takes to make it happen for yourself. You're not shy of work. You never have been. You're starting over with a new beginner's luck here. You're going forward with it, and a new, whether it's a new move, a course of, like I said, major study, something shifting, which is lovely for yourself. Suddenly you're a student all over again. You're the new kid on the block. You're quite happy. You're having a good time at doing it, and you're comfortable doing it as well. Nice. And the Magician. So just sort of pulling it out of the air. Things are starting to come together almost like by magic for you. If you thought about something that you wanted to do, this is going to be the week where, if you have the willpower, you can move a mountain. That sort of thing. You're starting to realize that your potentials is endless. You're starting not to hold yourself back about anything. So you have a lot of things going around. There it is. All kinds of good ideas, good endeavors, good inventions. You have a lot of things that you're rolling around in your head wondering, what about that? Or, what about this? That sort of thing. You're not for lack of good ideas in any dimension. You certainly have the talents to make it happen. And the Knight of Pentacles. So an invitation, usually by travel. Maybe somebody's asked you, or you've asked somebody, would you like to take a walk? I'm going to go and take a walk down by the beach, or take a walk around the park, that sort of thing. And would you like to come along? That sort of thing. So you're quite enjoying this week. You have a lot of, good things after you, deal with this, whatever's, you're keeping you up at night and you're losing sleep over. Once you deal with that, you're moving forward in a very positive direction. And the Death card. So you've realized there's some things in your life that you have to let go of. And in most cases, I'm thinking quite a few of you have already, whether that's, friendships, love affairs, that sort of thing. You've realized that, what has happened in my past, I need to stop carrying all that baggage so that I can move forward in my future. You've learned a lot. You keep it all under your hat, and you're just moving on forward. And the Page of Rods. So there it is. You got message coming in. You're going to hear from somebody, usually a long distance call of some sort. Good news for some of you is traveling. Some of you are traveling for work as well. But, it's usually an invitation of some sort, opportunities, that sort of thing. It's going to turn out, it's growing, it's blooming. You're going to be happy that you made the choice or made the call or got the call in some cases. And the Two of Rods. So good solid foundation. You got the whole world in your hand. You're trying to make you really don't want to jump and make a hasty decision. So you're just not making any decision and just trying to figure out which way you want to go first, that's all right to do that too. You've made a big decision, in your life this far. So now you have to figure out if it's what you want to follow through for. And the Six of Rods. So there you go. People are starting to notice you. Maybe they're giving you a party this week for yourself, sort of thing. Sometimes we have to remind people of, all that we've been through in our lives and accomplishments that we've done. And, they forget, they take it for granted. They get so used to you doing things a certain way and giving that when you don't do it, it's like, oh, so maybe this is the week that they're finally realizing that, maybe we should be grateful. And the Ten of Swords. So you're definitely done with something in your life. Well, whether you've done it or they've done it, but you've had some sort of betrayal. You've realized it. And now you're just, you're laying there. There's no recouping or going back. There's no apologies that can be done to undo what this has done to you and as well as the other party. So you're just going to pick the swords out of your back, pick yourself up, dust yourself off. You've lost something here, significant. And you're realizing that there's no turning back and you're going to go forward for yourself. Whether that's in a relationship or a friendship, investments in some cases, but it's done. That there's, it's done. It's just done. And the Eight of Swords. So you're feeling a little bit held back, whether you're holding yourself back or feeling, that there's no way out of this, that sort of thing. So you're put yourself on hold, and now you're trying to figure out which way you want to go. It's better to accept what has been done or said and just keep going forward anyhow. And the Lovers. So there may be a new person in your life coming in for some of you. For others, this could be you finally, making that commitment to the other person. Or starting a new career, you're feeling passionate about it, something that speaks to your heart, something you've always wanted to do. And maybe this is the week that you're deciding to follow through on it. And you're doing okay. Maybe it could be that for others, that partner that you've been living with for a long time, you've decided to say, hey, why don't we just get married? That sort of thing. And the Four of Pentacles. So you're a little bit worried about these decisions this week going forward. It's worried about your finances. You don't want to lose what you've already gained. So it's quite a big decision for yourself here going forward. You're making sure your bank accounts are doing good and everything's like tip-top shape, that sort of thing. And so you hold yourself back a little bit. Maybe somebody's invited you to go out for dinner and you're like, oh, well, not this week. And meanwhile, you could, but you decided not to because you don't want to spend that $20 or $50. But you need to enjoy what you've earned too. And the Strength card. So you've, tamed yourself down. You finally wrestled with yourself to curb those impulses not to do things in haste. So you're doing all right that well in your life. You've got good willpower here. You're controlling your urges to, spend too much or make yourself worry needlessly. you're mindful of other people's, what they do and say, and you're just sort of watching everybody this week. And the Hermit. So, taking definitely a time out for yourself. Well-deserved time out to regroup yourself. Have the phone off, maybe watching some TV, just staying away from people so you don't have all that negativity coming in all the time, and you're not always trying to solve everybody's problems. You're just taking a time, well-deserved, for yourself to clear your own thoughts and your mind. And the Queen of Pentacles. So definitely good investments, wanting to live comfortably, wanting things in your life to go forward. This could be a person that you're interested in, or your other half. They're very good at cooking. They like to watch the bank accounts as well. They're very thrifty. If there's a deal that is out there, they will find it for all it's worth, and it will be a good investment. All right, I am going to shuffle and deal you an Angel Oracle card. But yeah, you're doing okay. You have definitely some little bit of pitfalls here and there, but overall it's a positive week. You're making those decisions. You're standing your ground, once you make them. All right. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way takes me away from it? Oh, there you go, Pisces. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.